guess where I am? Yep, it was a short trip. But I'm back home again. And it's so good to be here. Got in last night, trying to catch up, get everything put away, and kind of regroup and figure out what happened and what didn't happen. I had such a good time. Anyways, so I thought what I'd do is I probably should put together a live where I can share with you some things you probably didn't see in the video. Like some of the things that I picked up. I'll show you one right here. I haven't had a chance to work with it yet, but I got myself a looper finally. And I picked this up at Lightning Joe's. It was the one they recommended, made by Boss. It's called the Loop Station. So I got a little work to do there. I'll be looking at some videos on that and see how it works and play around with it. Should be a lot of fun. So I did pick that up. And someone asked me, did you get a guitar? Well, actually, I'm going to leave that for the live to share a little story on that one. So, so now you're wondering, well, I'll leave you guessing. I like it to have a little wonder here. Of course, I don't know what that would be, but anyways, we'll put together a live, or perhaps I'll just put together a reveal video out by the kitchen table or something. So we'll see what happens with that. But yes, I did get something that I want to share with you that I think should be a lot of fun, and it's different, and it's not anything you think. So if you're thinking, oh, she got that 00 Gibson, nope, didn't do it. She got the Collins, nope, didn't do it. You'll see. It's used. Not a lot of money, but pretty cool. Anyways, so that's coming up. I think I gave you enough hints. Maybe. You're not going to guess. There's no way you would guess. So, okay, so we have that going on. So today I thought what we'd do is we would work on another pattern. I think sometimes it helps to have, little patterns in your head to help you find your way around the fingerboard. At least it helps me. It's the way I think. So I'll share them with you, things that I use that help me move around a little quicker. And today we're going to work off of the D shape. And we're going to look at the 1-4-5 on this D shape wherever you go on the neck to find the 1-4-5. What do I mean by the 1-4-5? Well, that's those chords that seem to go together, where many songs were written, the 1-4-5. If you look at the key being here on number 1, then if you go up the scale 4 and 5, so in this case, let's say we have G, then 4 would be C, and 5 would be D, right? And then you've got a minor. And so we're going to talk about that off of the D chord. And of course, we're going to move that D chord because there's a pattern there that anywhere you move on the fingerboard, that pattern will work. And it'll help you find the 1-4-5 every time, whether you're here or here at the F, or here at the G, or here at the G sharp. Well, yeah, so it doesn't matter where you are. You can find the 1-4-5 with this pattern. Okay, now I don't know if I just confused you, but if you'll just listen in, I'm telling you, it'll help you out because you'll always be able to find the 1-4-5. If you're working with D, we all know the D itself, the 4 would be the G, and the A would be the 5, right? So there's a pattern there that if you use it as you move up the fingerboard using this D shape, you'll find it every time, okay? So, and not just find that, but find the minor, okay? So we call that commonly the 6. So we will find that as well, and then you'll have that in your little bag of tricks, so that somebody says to change the key, you'll be able to do it pretty quickly. Maybe. Depends on what you're playing, okay? And if you're playing those chord progressions, the 1-4-5, which are very common especially with the old 70s music, The folk music, a lot of it is just 1, 4, 5, or a mix-up of it. It's just very common. So so let's get started with that. And let me show it to you. It really shouldn't take that long. And once you get it, just sit and think about it and practice it, move around the fingerboard and see if that works for you, okay? So we're going to start out with a D chord, right? Here it is right here, a famous D. And so I'm tuned in standard tuning, okay? So there's a D chord, and we know that the 4, if this is D, E, F, 4 is G, and 5 will be A. Well, if you take that D chord, and then you make go up 1 fret, and you make the F shape, you'll have the G. And if you go up 2 more frets, or a whole step, you'll have the A chord. So that would be your 1, 4, and 5, okay? So if it's true there, 1, 4, and 5, it'll be true anywhere on the fingerboard. If this is your D chord here at the 5th fret, you're making the shape. It's no longer the D chord. It's called an F. That's an F, okay? So it's an F. So, but using that same pattern, you have F, there's the 1, the 4, and the 5. B flat, and C. Okay, F, B flat, C, B flat, C, same thing, just up on the fingerboard. And it works anywhere you go. If you go up to the G, C, D, G, C, and D. Okay, so we got that part done. There's more to it, so just hold on, don't give up yet. Now you know you can always find the 1, 4, 5 if you're playing in a D shape anywhere on this fingerboard, that triad, the D triad. Now, if I'm playing with that D shape, just let me tell you, if you want to make it sound a little fuller, reach up and take your thumb and pick up. Okay, just pick that up. It'll be an F sharp. And it kind of fills it in a little bit. You can also pick it up here. It's the same note. But some people have a hard time doing that, so they just do it with your thumb. But it's a good way to bring in a bass note, because it's kind of thready. You only have 3 strings here. So that means okay? All right, so I just wanted to throw that in. Okay, so now we've got the D. We know the 4 and the 5, or we know the D, G, and A, right? So what is the minor for that? So if you're playing along and you want to bring in a minor chord, well, let me show you how to do it. All you have to do, and it works every time, everywhere you're using that D shape on these strings here on the fingerboard, everywhere you're using that, all you have to do is think about where these 2 fingers in your D chord are, right? Right here on the 2nd fret, okay? Wherever they land, that's your landmark. Remember it, because what I want you to do then is just bar that fret, and then make an A minor shape. You're barring an A minor shape. Okay, which in this case, it's a B minor. And I'll show you a cheater's way to, well, I say cheater's way. I'll show you an easier way. It's not a cheater's way. It's an easier way to do this. But for now, I'm going to show you the bar way. Okay, so now watch, I'll mess it up. Let me put my guitar where I can. I want to make sure you can see everything. Okay? That would always be the minor for wherever that D shape is when you're using this shape up the fingerboard. So if you're here, same thing here, it would be the minor. And if you go up here where there's the G, there's the E minor. Okay, so that's how you'll bring in that A minor. So it'll sound like this. Go back to the D. We're going to go to the 4, the 5, D, go to your minor, or your 6, 4, 5, and does it work everywhere? It sure does. If you slide up, we'll bring it up to the F again. And it'll work all the way up the fingerboard. So wherever you go on the fingerboard with that shape, just remember you can always find the minor by just putting your bar right there where these two fingers are, the side-by-side fingers, and then barring an A minor shape, that will be, for wherever you are, that'll be your minor. And then the 4 and the 5 will be the F shape just above, or just where, when you're making the D chord, it'll be where that ring finger is at. That's where you'll start your F shapes to get your 4 and the 5. So that's what I wanted to show you. Okay, now I did say you don't have to bar that B minor or the minor chord wherever you are. What you could do is just do the old-fashioned B minor shape. It looks like this. You make like a A minor shape here at the 3rd fret, and then just take your first finger and put it on the 2nd fret, 1st string. See the chord chart? So you can just do that. And it works everywhere. Okay, so just remember that pattern or those shapes in those positions will work every time to help you find the 1, 4, 5 using when you're playing the D shapes on your fingerboard. Okay, I don't know if if you got it or not. I hope you did. But if you listen to it and think about it and just play around with it, all kinds of ideas will come to mind, because now that you know, like for instance, that's the G chord, and you know this is the G chord down here, you can play back and forth. And sometimes that brings a contrast to what you're playing, and it just makes it fun. All right, so don't forget, when you have the D chord, you can go up the fingerboard with it and get other chords, and you can use your thumb to pick up a bass note so that it fills it in a little more. But we have D, go up 2 frets, you'll have E, and then go up E to F, 1 fret, F to G, 2 frets, and so on when you're using that D shape. But knowing that D shape links to this pattern, you can always find the 1, 4, 5 and the minor chord. All right, so I'm going to leave it right there, and I want you to be watching for the next live that we're going to be doing soon. I haven't set a date yet on it. I did set a date for a Zoom call for my members, so you're going to be seeing that come out very soon. and we're going to get together and have some fun talking for a little bit. And it's great. If you're interested in joining our group, I have a membership. You join it, and if you're interested, I send the members the link, and we get together on a Zoom call and meet up. It's like a virtual meeting where I can hear them talk, and I can see their guitars and the things that they're doing, and it's just a lot of fun. But you have to be a member to do that. All right, so there we go. I hope you all have a great day or night wherever you are in this world.